Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to show you my insanely easy recipe for the softest and fluffiest rolls I've ever made. These are so light and pillowy, slightly sweet, and have the delicious mild tang of sourdough. They are the perfect dinner rolls, but would also be great for breakfast sandwiches and burgers. I'll be using both sourdough starter and commercial yeast in this recipe. I know it's unusual to use both, but I'll explain my reasoning and step-by-step process. Let's get started. I'm going to get the kettle going to make some instant mashed potatoes. I have 1/3 cup of potato flakes and 1/2 cup of hot water from the kettle. If you have 1/2 cup of mashed potatoes already lying around, you can use that. Then I add 1½ teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil, but you can use any vegetable oil with a neutral flavor. I add an additional 1 cup of room temperature water, 2 heaping tablespoons of unfed starter straight from the fridge, and just 1/2 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Lastly, I mix in 500 grams of bread flour. You can certainly use all-purpose flour if you have that instead. If you used homemade mashed potatoes, which might be drier than these instant mashed potatoes, you might end up needing a tiny bit less flour. I'm using both starter and commercial yeast here to get the perfect taste and texture. While I love the savory tang of sourdough, I want these rolls to be a bit milder, so I don't want to let the dough ferment for as long as I usually do in my standard sourdough method, which I'll link below. Since the fermentation time will be shorter, I need the small amount of commercial yeast to help with the rise. The commercial yeast also creates the super soft, fine crumb structure that I'm looking for, instead of the more open crumb in normal sourdough. Mix just until there's no dry flour left. If you've seen my other videos, you know I'm kind of loosey-goosey and usually take the easy way out, so I'm leaving the dough pretty clumpy at this point. I'm going to let the dough hydrate for 30 to 60 minutes, then come back to smooth out the clumps and fully mix the dough. By that time, it'll be much easier to work with. Remember that my doughs are usually ugly duckling doughs. They don't look very pretty when they're first mixed, but I assure you they'll blossom into smooth, beautiful doughs with some time. I'm going to let this dough rise at room temperature until it has doubled in volume. This takes about 2 hours for me. My kitchen is usually 68 degrees Fahrenheit, so if yours is warmer or colder, it might double faster or slower. Once the dough has doubled, I'm going to deflate it with some gentle folds and let it rise at room temperature until it doubles again. The time it takes for 2 bulk rises is the perfect amount of time for the tangy flavors from the sourdough starter to develop. If you are short on time, you could get away with just 1 rise. The rolls will have less sourdough flavor, but they will still be delicious. After this second rise, you'll be able to smell the tartness of the sourdough. You can either divide the dough into rolls now or store the dough in the fridge if you want to make rolls the next day. I'll be baking the rolls in a 9 by 13 inch pan and will divide the dough into 15 pieces. I first cut the dough into thirds and then each third into 5 pieces. I'm going to shape each piece into a tight ball by dragging it, rotating it about 90 degrees, and then dragging again. Not only does the potato make these rolls incredibly soft and keeps them moist, but it also makes the dough easier to handle. That's why I don't even need to flour my board here. Try not to add any extra flour unless you really need it, because it could make the rolls more dense and dry. I let the rolls rise one last time till they're double in volume, and then they'll be ready to bake. See how easy it is to make amazingly soft sourdough rolls? These are some of the best rolls I've ever made. I hope you give this recipe a try, and I'd love to hear how it goes for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more easy cooking and baking videos, and say hi in the comments. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!